Well, this is the man who's going to be holding down the fort on Super Bowl Sunday for many hours. Well, that's the point. Okay. Is it an attempt? I mean, what goes through your mind when you know the audience you're talking to?
You know, I try not to pay any attention to the audience I'm talking to. I mean, I pay attention to them, right, but I don't worry about the size of it, is what I mean. I think we just try to do our show, man. You know, it's what we do each and every Sunday. The 5 of us on the set, Jay Glazer with the information, and just try and have fun. Same thing we do week 8, week 12, whether it's 150 million people watching or 2 people. You try and do the same thing. At least I do.
What do you take away from actually watching the game with those guys? When you think about the experience that they've garnered over the years, you must learn so much more about the game just watching it with them.
You know, it's absolutely amazing because no matter, you know, what you do, I mean, I've been play-by-play guy, I've been a local television guy. I've covered the NFL specifically for 25 years. And you think you know the game, and then you sit there and you watch the game with these guys who are Hall of Famers, who are all Super Bowl winners, legendary players and coach, and you always learn something. Always learn something. And you know, one of the things that I find is the amazement and the joy that they still have in watching the game. We were watching the divisional round, and Aaron Rodgers was just going nuts. And to see Terry Bradshaw as a quarterback, you know, Jimmy Johnson, who's a coach, and the 2 defensive guys, and their jaws would drop at the plays that Aaron Rodgers was making. I'm like, okay, as an outsider, he looks like he's making some cool plays, but these guys really know how crazy that is. And so that perspective certainly helps with my joy, I think, in watching it.
You haven't covered the game so long, and I've obviously watched football for a long time too. I'm impressed with what I see from the Patriots as an all-time team. Where would you position them? Is this a team that might be considered one of the best if they get this done? Because where I'm going is this, you know, with Brady under center, they've lost 1 game. In that 1 game, they were on the 1-yard line. Right. I mean, think how close they are. Could have been to a perfect type season. Where do you rank this team? You know,
you mean this season specifically, this team? Because it's weird to try and separate the, because this dynasty's kind of been going on for a while. But I think this is one, I've said, if I had to vote for Coach of the Year, which I don't, I would vote for Bill Belichick. Because I think, first of all, people take for granted that you win year in and year out. But you look around the league, everybody else is not winning year in and year out, so you've got to give him credit for that. But he did it with 3 different quarterbacks this year, had the best record in the league, you know, losing only 2 games, and when his quarterback came back, you could make the argument during those 12 games he played, certainly in the argument for MVP. So I think the moving pieces, you know, getting rid of Jamie Collins, all those things, Belichick did maybe his best job of coaching this year, and if they won the Super Bowl this year, I think you could make the argument you put them in one of those all-time great categories. The problem is, people like identifiers with great teams. The Bears of '85, they had that defense. The Ravens, they had that defense. Or, you know, a high-scoring offense. People want something special. The Patriots don't have that special. They've got Tom Brady, but otherwise, I mean, it's just they're good on offense, they're good on defense. You know, they've got some guys that make plays on special teams, and there's nothing that you say is an all-time great unit, and I think that will be the one thing that would hold them back, only because we like to label things, but if you look at the accomplishments they've made this season, I think, again, I don't know how you could say this isn't the best job that Belichick's ever done. You and I both know if they get that ring, they don't care about labels, right? Exactly. It won't matter. Have an awesome broadcast. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it.